So here it is in all its glory, the 15.6 inch HP Pavilion 15E078SA laptop. Before we open it up, let's just have a look here at a few of the external ports. So starting on the left hand side of the laptop here, you've got a VGA output. This is your fan. This is for HDMI cables. You've got two USB 3.0 ports here. This is for headphones or speakers. This is for SD cards. Two little lights here, one indicating that the hard drive is running and the other indicating that the laptop is actually on. So over on the other side of the laptop now, you've got your optical drive, another USB port here. This time it's 2.0 port. This is for Ethernet cables, and then you've got your power. This is for the power cable, of course. Excuse me. So just on the back here, nice little logo here, Hewlett-Packard. Hopefully you can see that there. Somebody was asking me actually, how do you find out the serial number of your laptop and the model and so on. So you'll find all that information if you lift up or slide off the battery. You'll find all that information underneath the battery. So let's open it up. So the first thing you'll probably notice is the screen size here. So it's 15.6 inches, and for me it's a bit on the big side. Okay, a big screen size can often be regarded as an asset, but as far as portability goes, it's maybe a liability. I've had a 14-inch screen before, and for me it was plenty big. Not too many manufacturers are producing 14-inch screens anymore though. If you're into gaming, however, a 15.6 inch is probably the perfect size for you. The speakers are just located here, just below the screen. They're not Beats Audio, but to be honest, they're fine as far as I'm concerned. Beats Audio is maybe slightly better. In the description below this video, I have included some links to laptops that do have Beats Audio. The touchpad here is not as smooth as some other laptops perhaps, but again, I don't even notice it whenever I'm using the laptop. I don't notice it at all. It's fine as far as I'm concerned. As far as the webcam is concerned, I don't use it that often, to be fair. And no, that's not because I'm ugly. But whenever I have used it, no problems at all with it. A little bit pixelated, but every webcam out there is going to be slightly pixelated to some degree. The microphone on this, microphone is one of the major things you've got to make sure that's right when you buy a laptop. So, especially if you use Skype like I do, you've got to have a good internal microphone. I've learned this the hard way. I had a laptop before, and the microphone was a disaster. I then had to spend extra cash buying an external mic. So if you do use Skype a lot, you shouldn't have to use an external mic. The internal one should be good enough, and this one is. This is especially true, by the way, if you travel a lot. An external microphone is not only an additional expense, but also another piece of equipment to carry around. You'll have no issues with the mic in this product, and I think it's safe to say any HP Pavilion. So when using Skype, the other person should be able to hear you clearly, unless of course there's an issue with their speakers. At 2.35 kilograms, it's fairly hefty, though still portable. I carry it around in my backpack, and again, to be honest, you will feel it, but this will be the case with all 15.6 inch laptops. It's not overly heavy, but carrying it around for any length of time, and you may want to take a break, or else start building muscle in the gym. Okay, enough of my bad jokes. Let's power this thing up and run a speed test on it. So let's do that now.
Okay, so just before I run the speed test here, I just want to mention any heating issues there could be. So I've had this laptop for over a year now, and it virtually never gets warm underneath. The only time it gets a little warm is if I'm running multiple tabs on two different web browsers, for instance Google Chrome and Firefox. But once I close down one of the browsers, even if there's still a lot of tabs running on the other, the heat will dissipate quickly. So with that, let's have a go at this speed test. Start them both at the same time. The laptop on the left, by the way, is a laptop I've already done a review for. Just using it here to time the other one. It's obviously the one on the right that we're testing. So coming up to 15 seconds now. So just select desktop there. If you notice there, I didn't have to enter a password. If you have your laptop set up to enter a password, obviously it's going to take longer to log in. So it's about 30 seconds there in total. With Windows 8.1, you have the option of it logging straight into the desktop, unlike Windows 8. But most laptops now will have Windows 8.1 installed when you buy it. So there's a speed test done. So in conclusion, I know this laptop is just one from the HP Pavilion 15 family, but on the whole I can recommend it as an all-round very good series of laptop. They're definitely a safe bet. You won't have any microphone trouble when using Skype, and if you do, it may just be a case of changing a few Skype settings. Failing that, you can contact HP. They usually have a 1-year standard warranty with all new products, but you should always check this before purchasing. By the way, when carrying it around, please use an inconspicuous bag. Don't use a laptop bag no matter how stylish it looks. For such a good product, the last thing you need is it stolen. By the way, this Jansport bag that's in the video here is actually one that I've had since 2001. Yes, you heard right, 2001. I swear by Jansport bags, they're a great brand. I've only had one issue with it, just the zip got broken at one time, but it was easy to fix, and it's a great bag altogether. Anyway, back to the laptop. So HP Pavilion 15s come with processors ranging from AMD A4 to AMD A10 and Intel i3 to i7. In my opinion, if you're serious about a properly functioning machine, get a minimum A8 if going with an AMD processor, and as far as the Intel processors go, an i3 should be fine. Remember, RAM can always be upgraded, processors can't. I really hope you found this video helpful, and if so, please like it. Subscribing to my channel will mean the world to me too, and will encourage me to make more of this type of video. Do check out the links to some products I recommend in the description below this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Happy laptop buying!